Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? I am back and I have some news. Yeah, I know, I've had a lot of news lately, haven't I? So, before I turn around and show you everything, yeah, I got some explaining to do. So, I did an episode and I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. Now, first and foremost, quality is like my number one for this channel. You know, I want to impress you guys. You know, that's how I want you to know me as, you know, someone who puts out quality content. I want you to come back time and time again. So sometimes, even though I want to be doing other stuff today, you know, since it's the weekend and whatnot, I want to put out some great quality content. You know, that's number one, at least for me. And I'm still pretty excited to play. So I'm going to turn around, I'm going to explain what happened, and then I'm going to fix what happened. Yeah, so without further ado, let's do a thing. So, yeah, huge thing, right? That looks really cool. It doesn't work. I spent the whole episode. It works, but it doesn't. It's really weird. I don't know how to explain it. If I break like that, yeah, stuff comes out. Yep. And that's not how it's supposed to work. It's supposed to go into these, and yeah. So, what's going to happen is I'm going to tear this whole thing down. And we're going to restart. I think I know how to solve the problem. Right now, as you saw, like all these items are just getting stuck inside of this extraction cable. And I think that's because it's just trying to push over and down. It's not really finding its path, right? So what if I go from the Hopper Bonsi into a chest, like a buffer chest, and then they're sucked out and sorted that way? So basically, it's going to be the same concept as this. And the concept here is the fact that we have Bonsai Hopper going into extraction cable. These are the ones we're saving because I only want the acorns and the resin. Everything else is supposed to be put in these chests. So it's like leaves, you know, wood, sticks, saplings, everything else that we don't want goes in here and it's automatically extracted into the trash. That way it doesn't back up, you know, the rest of the system. Now, with that said, yeah, I have to tear this whole thing down. So that was one thing I did. The other thing I did during this episode was I went ahead and started some basic crafting, auto crafting. I haven't done anything with it yet. I'm still playing with it, trying to figure out how it works. I also went ahead and made this machine. This is for making singularities, which is the whole reason why that kind of came up, because I need a ton of stuff. It was funny. I made this thing and I was like, oh cool, we're gonna make singularities, you know? Alright, so we can throw that in there. Now, are you going to consume anything that I put in? Oh wow, okay, never mind. This is way different than what I thought it was. 1 ingot of 10,000. Oh, yeah, that's a tiny bit different than what I thought it was. I thought you just had to put 1 in. Oh goodness, no. Okay, singularities. Are they all like this? Oh, they all take 10,000 of them. Ew. Okay. Yep, not what I thought it was. And yeah, I didn't realize that I thought it was like 1 iron for 1 singularity. No, that was a big joke. That's funny. No, it actually takes 10,000 items to make 1 singularity. So yeah, some are easier than others, like the glowstone, redstone, lapis. Those ones are easier to get, but iron, bronze, stuff like that, not as easy. I also went ahead and made the empowered parabox, which is the Pirate Box 2, which I went ahead in between episodes and got 10 prestige points. I ran it at the end of the last, or the Phantom episode that we're talking about, and I got 3 more. Now I want to spend those with you. There's a couple things we could do, but let's not waste any time. This is the thing I want to do. I want to get some fertile soil, and we have 3, so might as well go up to brown mulch. That will speed up our trees, and the whole goal is to be making singularities, and so I can actually use the parabox or the empowered parabox to its best extent. To how I'm doing it now is not really ideal. What I'm doing now is just really waiting 20 minutes, and I can be doing this much I can get more points, you know, faster if I'm using a normal parabox. So until I can get singularities, I'm going to be using the regular parabox. It's more sequences, but technically I can speed it up, you know, reduce it by a minute each time by throwing in a certain item. That's not super high tier. I can make almost anything. So the fact is, this is not really worth it to me until I can make singularities. And that's coming soon. I just have to, you know, we have to rework this. So I think that's everything I did. You're caught up. Welcome. Welcome to episode 10. And hopefully I didn't lose ya. We're gonna go ahead. Let's work on this together. Now the thing is, it's not very different, but I do need to take it down. And just like that, there goes 3 hours worth of work. Yeah, you know, that's progress though. You know, we're moving in the right direction. It didn't work. It had to be done. It's just how the game goes sometimes, you know? So let's try something. Now, let's grab a chest. I have most of the items I need, I believe. So let's try a chest. I'm going to need a sapling of some kind. I guess we'll start with iron because why not? Alright, so I'm going to do this really rough the first time. And then after that, we can, you know, shrink it down and compact it. So let's start. What I'm thinking is we will just do a basic kind of what we have going on over there. Just running into this chest, because there's no reason why we can't just have a buffer chest, at least in my thought process. I also thought that the other one would work too. Let's grab this hopper. We'll throw this in the back. Right now I'm just gonna do 2 because I mean we moved up in the mulch, so we shouldn't really need more than this. I'll put in the mulch later. We'll work on that in a bit. So let's get our saplings going. That way we can actually make sure it's working. So we have 6 items here, so we'll need a few chests. I think if we run them in front of that one, of the buffer, it'll make things look a little nicer. So 3, 4, 5, 6. And, you know, we can always stack these later. Let's just push this down. You know, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Let's go ahead, grab this extraction cable. This will pull out everything. You know, I'm pretty sure this pulls everything out. So that's, you know, a good and bad thing. Let's go ahead. Actually, let's assign the stuff first. So we have our 6, right? So we should have a bunch of items in this chest, right? And hopefully hopefully it's smart enough to decide that, you know, which place is which for these. I think that was the only thing I was lacking, was a buffer chest. And what we can do from here, let's grab our crate key. We can lock these up. And now we can start extracting. But here's the thing. I think the locking part locks it from going in as well. No, it still goes in. So it works beautifully this way. For some reason, I don't know why. It just did not like taking the items out directly from the Hopper Bonsi pot. This extraction cable didn't. So this works. Okay. Alright, so this is causing a loop right here into that chest. And I don't think that you can get rid of like parts of the cable. You know, I tried doing it with a few different wrenches. It doesn't work. See, now the system stopped working. That's what I don't understand. Now it's getting backed up in here. I mean, it's not going anywhere. So let's, I guess maybe it has to be flat. All right, so let's try it out. Let's put the brown mulch in. I'm actually pretty excited about this. Yeah, you can tell it's quite a bit faster. Yeah, that's what I like to see right there. That's awesome. I can't wait to actually get, you know, higher tiers of this dirt, because that's going to be a wonderful thing. It's not going to be too hard, especially once we get in the singularities. Then everything's going to be easy to acquire. And then that means we're beating this pack, and I'm excited about it. Alright, so this seems to be working. Just, I guess it has to be in order before I start the process. And if I move stuff around, it doesn't like it at all. So maybe... Oh, did I speak too soon? I think I spoke too soon. Lovely. Okay, so with that said, yep, it backed up again. So, but why? I don't understand why it does this. So, I guess I continue on. Okay, so I'm thinking this is the way to go right here. So as you see, we can see those items moving through. And on this one, I have it blacklisted, meaning that the iron, acorns, and the resin cannot go through this one. And I have this one the same way, where it's the oak wood, leaves, and iron, so they won't go through this one. So we should only be seeing these be filled up. And I can replace this with a trash can. Yeah, that's where I'm going with this. And I don't think I can do that out of one. I can't click on the ends, so I can't like whitelist certain items, but we can see that they're going into their appropriate spot. So I can go ahead and break this out, and this could probably be compact a little more by just shoving it on top. And let's see here, I should just be able to throw a bunch of items in. Where'd the dirt go? That's a curious one for me. The dirt shouldn't have went anywhere. Oh, it's because it's whitelisted. Okay, it's blacklisted. It's just, the only thing it's saying is that these two can't go out it. Gotcha. Okay, I learned something today. But this works. This works really well, and I'm happy with that. We got this little lever here, which is fine. So this is our iron setup. So now I can actually turn around and do a completely different one. Probably do it on the same line. It might get sketch if I do it this way, but it might be worth it. Or I could just double it, because I can also, because using this one, yeah, it doesn't matter. So what I'm gonna do, this is actually a lot smaller than what I had, because now I'm just trashing everything else. It doesn't have to go into a storage chest and move on. So this works really well. I don't know why I didn't think of using these servos before. Granted, they don't have to be resident servos. I'm pretty sure they would be okay with other stuff, but it works, and I'm happy with it. I have these just because I've been duping them over and over again every time I use the parabox, so I have a decent amount of them, not a lot. I have like 6 or 7. But anyhow, I'm gonna go ahead, work on this a little bit, and we can move on. Well, there you go, guys. Another beautiful design made by me for this gnome. You know me so well. It always looks so good. I'm so proud of myself on this one. I put so much work into it, especially after redesigning it. But this works so well. So well indeed that I made a tutorial on it. If you haven't already caught that, that should have released yesterday. So go check it out if you want to build this yourself, or if you just want to support the channel. Go say hi to me over there, just so I know that you're having fun. But until next time, guys, thank you for 800 subs, by the way. I just hit that today. I'm so excited about it. Thank you. And I hope to see you at 1,000. And until next time, bye.